Hi, Shani Fannies. Welcome to Educating Shani. I'm Shani and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi, Shani. Hi. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, we talk about mental health, eating disorders, pretty much any problem, and we're like the actual coolest community in the world, but not everybody has discovered us yet. So subscribe if you want to be a part of a community where we come together, we help each other, we love each other, we encourage each other, we cry together, we laugh together, we sing together. We're just the best of friends, and there's almost 90,000 of us from around the world. So go ahead and subscribe if you would like to, and just start leaving comments, and more likely than not, you'll find some help in the comments or someone who can at least relate to you, and it's really cool. And I also go live every night on Instagram, which is educating_Shani. So check those out and come join our community. Welcome. Okay, so it's been a while since I've made a good video. I'm going to try and get back on the train of doing a video every other day, whether that's a direct upload or a live or something every other day at least. And today, this is an idea that we came up with on a live the other night, and I think I'm going to call it Trigger Food Tuesday, but we also like Trigger Bong. Let me tell you what it is. You tell us what you think in the comments. So basically every Tuesday, I'm going to do a little mini eating show for you where I eat a trigger food, whether it be a trigger food for me, which is what we're going to do today. And what that means, by the way, if you're new, I don't have an eating disorder, actually. I do. I always will, but like, I haven't been active in it in 7 months. 7 months today. What's today? 7 months today! Oh, what a great way to celebrate 7 months! Anyway, so throughout my recovery, I have been trying different things that have been trigger foods for me in the past. And what I mean is, if I start eating it, I won't be able to stop eating, and then I'll binge, and then I'll purge because I'm too full, and I'll be in pain, and blah, blah, blah. So I've been like slowly introducing these scary trigger foods back into my diet, and there's really only a few left that I haven't yet learned how to keep down yet, and this is one of them. So we're going to start with my trigger, but in the future, actually let me just start eating while I explain the future. So today it's going to be a corn dog, hot dog also. I don't think I've kept down a hot dog or a corn dog since I was little, that I remember of, since long before I was even bulimic, just when I was binge eating. I like Catalina dressing. It's just like ketchup, except it's sweeter. Because ketchup sometimes hurts my tongue because I'm messed up. I don't know. Anyway, so I couldn't decide whether to do a hot dog or a corn dog. They're both kind of, I think they're the same level of trigger, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so, that's a big one. I don't know how I'm going to get that in my tiny mouth. Wait. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, how this is going to work is, first of all, these will be edited in the future because I want you guys to know. So, like, next week I'm going to film it on Monday and then come back and do another clip on Tuesday and tell you that I kept it down, hopefully. And tonight, just do your best. Trust in me and believe me when I say I'll go leave a comment in the comments of this tomorrow morning and tell you whether or not I kept it down. But I'm pretty confident because I'm doing a lot better, so. And by a lot better, I mean nothing. This is delicious. I haven't had a corn dog in over 7 months because I've been terrified that I can't keep it down, so. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Wow. So like I said, I don't have a whole ton left of trigger foods that are that triggering, but you guys have a lot of them. And so we thought it would also be really cool for you guys to request. So like, you tell me your trigger foods in the comments and I'll eat it on camera for you, a different thing each week. And then you can eat that trigger food with me, and you can see that it's okay to eat it and it's okay to keep it down, and that I'm okay and you're okay. We just thought this would be a great idea. So I'm actually really excited about this series because I love eating. So cool. Crap, one sec. What else? Yeah. So tell me in the comments below. Also leave me a question. That's the other thing. Next time while I'm eating, I'll be answering whatever questions were in the comments of the previous Trigger Food Tuesday. So whatever's in these comments is what I'm going to be answering next Tuesday. And then, sorry about that. Just want to make sure. I think that's all. I don't know. So yeah. So tell me, like, is your trigger food? As long as I can eat it, and by that I mean there's very few things that I hate that I will not eat, and I'm sorry for that. Mushrooms is one of them, but I can't imagine that that's a trigger food for someone. Maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, salad was a trigger food for me at one point. You never know. But I will do it. If you really need me to, I will eat a mushroom. Or what else do I hate? I don't know. I don't really hate a lot. I like a lot of food. I just want to show you that it's okay. It's okay to eat. And I'm going to survive. And I'm going to feel beautiful today. And I'm going to feel beautiful tomorrow. And I'm going to keep eating every 3 or 4 times a day so that my body can keep working, so I can keep metabolizing. I'm just going to have faith and know that this will digest. Maybe not right this second, because no, it's not going to be an instant gratification where I can just go throw it up. It takes a day or two, to get through your system. And that's okay. That's how it works, So like, just think like if you had a car, you wouldn't just not put gasoline in the car. And then if you do put it in, you wouldn't like dump it back out. That would be a waste. I guess I should have shown you the whole time what I'm eating. What can I talk to you about? By the way, please don't tell me what's in a corn dog. Okay. I've heard rumors my whole life. I think, that's what I should talk about, why this is a trigger food. Because my trigger foods are different than a lot of people's. Like, for instance, I eat tons of sugar. Sugar doesn't trigger me. It can be candy, cake, cookies, stuff like that doesn't trigger me. I think because I'm hypoglycemic, so I need sugar every 3 hours or so. And so my body just, I think, processes it really well. So my triggers are different. But this is a trigger food for me, I think, because growing up, I would hear hot dogs are literally made out of garbage or animals' anuses or whatever. And even if that's true, I knew it tasted good, but for some reason that made it a fear food to me. Like, I got it in my brain that I would feel sick or that I would die because I'm literally eating a pig anus. If you're a vegan, you're going to hate this series. I'm really sorry. I know to take big bites. What's happening? I'm the slowest eater, usually. But I don't want you guys to, have to stay here long to watch me. Because I'm really annoying. So I went to see my doctor yesterday and told her that I'm passing out again. And she said she wanted to take my blood level, test level thingies, and then decide which test to do next. But it's looking like it'll probably be the POTS test next, to try and figure out why I've been passing out. If you're new here, I've been passing out every day for 4 or 5 months, I think. I don't know. It's been a long time. Maybe 3 or 4. It's been a long time, though. And we've been trying to figure out what it is. They gave me a huge iron transfusion a few weeks ago, and that helped for 2 days. I felt okay for 2 days, and then it started to come back. But I will say it's not as constant right now as it was before. Before, it would come back every hour maybe, and now I start to feel that same feeling probably like 4 times a day. So that's good, right? But we still need to figure out why I'm passing out when I stand up. So we thought about looking into POTS or Ehlers-Danlos, which happens to a lot of people that are like super duper oddly like, well, can you even tell things from here? Oddly like flexible, and you can't tell from here, never mind. But, and I guess both are a concern, but POTS is the highest one. And if you want to know what it is, I'm not sure. Ooh, let's look it up so I can eat and just listen. What is POTS? That's not gonna work. There are a lot of POTS.
Here's what I found.
No, that's not it. Okay, never mind. Maybe there's like a video. YouTube's a mess right now. I haven't even wanted to support it lately. It's one of the reasons I haven't been very consistent. It's really hard to support a platform that's I'm not good at multitasking. What am I looking for? Oh. What? POTS. Hopefully there'll be like a short video on it. Maybe? This one's a minute.
For patients with POTS, even walking the dog can be a chore.
Postural tachycardia syndrome, or POTS, is largely a disorder of autonomic instability.
Mayo Clinic neurologist Dr. Jeremy Cusforth-Gregory says POTS symptoms vary and can include chronic fatigue, headaches, inability to exercise, and digestive problems. But essentially, all POTS patients have 2 specific symptoms in common: a rapid heart rate and dizziness when standing up from a resting position.
And they develop symptoms of insufficient blood flow to the brain.
A simple test called the head-up tilt or
This
tilt
is what I
table
have to do.
test
I'm
helps
terrified.
doctors diagnose POTS in minutes. There is no cure for POTS, but there are ways to manage it. Medication may help, but the keys to feeling better include eating salty foods, wearing compression garments to keep blood from pooling in the legs, and exercise. By managing symptoms, people with POTS.
So eating salty food because your, I do know this part, your blood pressure goes way down instead of way up. So you always hear doctors be like, okay, cut out salt because your blood pressure is too high. When you have POTS or anything else, my blood pressure is severely low, and that's what they found.
POTS can get back to life. For the Mayo Clinic News Network, headaches, inability to
this table
up,
test
diagnose POTS in
is the only way they can diagnose it, and I'm terrified. So they lay you on this table, as you can kind of see, it moves like this, and it even goes upside down, and they like put you at different things and then take your heart rate and then flip you up and take your heart rate, and like pretty much. And my cousin Shannon has POTS, and she was telling me one time that if you do have POTS and you get this test, it's excruciatingly miserable. So I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned. I'll tell you when that's happening, but I'm really excited. So yeah, so for me, I have all those symptoms, but for me, I've been passing out a lot, and not everybody with POTS passes out, from what I understand, but some do. So it could just be the way that my body manifests the dizziness, or I don't know. But it has something to do with, like, if you're a normal person and you lay flat, like all your blood kind of keeps circulating. But if you have POTS, you lay flat for a while or even for a minute, your blood kind of just like sinks to the bottom of wherever you're laying. And so if you stand up fast, it doesn't have enough time, and it won't pump through your heart right to get to your head in time, and so you pass out or you get dizzy when you stand up. So yeah, so who's texting me? I'm gonna finish this because I need to text my sister. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're getting. That's the next step. And then if I don't have that, she wants to do some other heart tests, but she needs to make sure that some of my blood test levels are okay first, like that they're healthy first. So that's the plan. This is so good. If any of you out there have a fear of eating a corn dog, keeping it down, you replay this video. Go get one and replay it and eat it with me. It's delicious and it's okay. It's okay to enjoy it. It's okay to keep it down. Totally safe. Who knew? Don't you ever look at so many people in the world and see them eat and you're like, how are you keeping all of that down? Because we're not used to keeping very much down. Whether it's starving or purging or over exercising, whatever it is, we're not used to that. And so I know for me, I would always look around at people and be like, how on earth are you eating that much in one meal? And how on earth did you already eat breakfast and lunch today? How are you keeping all that down? Because they metabolize and they digest properly because they keep the food going. So think of it like if you don't eat a lot, your bowels get lazy and you could develop gastroparesis, which is what I have. And it's the worst, where it's where you can't poop on your own. And it's because there's not enough food in you to push through other food. And so your bowels get really lazy because it doesn't go past the stomach, because either you purge it or you just don't eat at all, or you overexercise. If you overexercise, that's a little different, but it's still kind of the same concept. And so it's like you have to think of a really long tube, okay? And if there's food stuck in the middle of the tube and it needs to go out that end, you're gonna have to eat some more food to push it through. And that's how the body works. That's the bowels, and that's what happens. And that's okay. That is okay. So just let it happen. That's how they do it. That's how, when you see people eating that much and you're like, how are they doing this? That's how they do it. Their body's used to digesting. So every time they eat, they're pushing out probably their breakfast or their dinner from the prior night or something. And that's how it works. And I know it's everyone knows that, but I'm telling you, I'm talking to your eating disorder. I'm telling you that's how it works, and that's okay. And I'll keep saying it because maybe you need the reminder. That was too big of a bite. You know the best part of a corn dog is? The leftover crunchies. I save it for the end. It's amazing. Anyway, so feeling fine. You know why? Because I've started eating again and keeping things down. And so my body's starting to digest things. And if you would have asked me, or it's at least starting to move and get in the bowels, but I still need help getting it out, but it's at least in there. Wait, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. I'm the slowest eater. And this is me eating fast. I'm a really slow eater. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, just your body will regulate. I promise. Trust me. If there's anybody in the world that would know and who's gone through decades of pain and eating disorders, 30 years ago is when my first eating disorder started. 30 years. That's all I knew. And so for me to learn this and get used to digesting and used to doing things that normal people do, it's so bizarre. It's doubly bizarre for me because I've never known what it feels like to eat normally. I've never known. And by the way, it's not always going to be unhealthy, crap food that I eat on here. But the point is kind of to say that it's okay. You can eat whatever you feel like you want to eat. Obviously, be healthy about it, and that's up to you. But this is solely for the purpose of those of us with eating disorders to show that it's okay to eat these foods. So, that's a little bunny. I'm sure it's getting better, believe it or not. It was way worse a couple days ago. Did it really take me 20 minutes to eat a hot dog? I mean, I talked a little before, but not that much. that was literally so fast for me. I eat so slow. It's weird. Anyway, well, take my word for it this time. I'm going to keep it down. But tomorrow I will go say in the comments that I kept it down. But in the future, again, I'm going to film these on Mondays, and then I can add a clip at the end on Tuesday before I upload it to tell you if I kept it down the night before. So again, leave questions, any questions. Leave your trigger foods that you would like to see me eat, and get to know each other in the comments. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to do the best that I can, even if that's just one video a week. But in my head, obviously I want to do more, but I'm just trying to give my body what my body needs, and my body's a mess right now, and my body's going through some stuff, and we're trying to figure it out, and so I'm doing the best I can. So this is actually good for me, because it will it will help me to remember to eat, and also help me to remember to film. Not that I forget to eat, that's not what I mean. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it will help me remember to film, and it'll, I don't know, like right now I feel so good and so motivated to keep going in the right direction, because sometimes you just saying the words out loud is all you need to feel encouraged to keep going. So that's awesome. There you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next Tuesday for another one of these. I'll do a live stream on here sometime this weekend, usually. And I really am going to try and get up more videos. Thank you for being patient with me. And I love you guys so much. And remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. And it's okay to eat. You deserve it. Your body needs it. Your brain needs it. So eat and listen to your body when it's hungry. Stop when it's satisfied. And you can do this, I promise. Just baby steps. Start really slow, okay? I believe in you guys. Okay, love you. Bye.